All right, number 4, we're going to sketch the rational function. We are given horizontal asymptote y equals 0, vertical asymptotes of positive and negative 1, y-intercept of 0, 1, no x-intercepts, symmetric to the y-axis, and passes through the point 3 and negative 1/8. So first, we're going to sketch the asymptote y equals 0 and the vertical asymptotes. All right, so horizontal asymptote y equals 0. So that's going to be just this dotted line. Horizontal asymptotes x equals 1. And then how do I add another one? Maybe I just got to do it one at a time. Negative 1. Okay, so that gives us the two asymptotes. Okay. And then we're going to graph the point 3 and negative 1/8. So we can do plot a point and then just type in the point 3 and negative 1/8. You want to type in the point, especially when it's not a whole number, because you can try to plot a point, but it's only going to go on the whole numbers. It's going to be hard to graph that 1/8 exactly. So we plotted 3 and then down 1/8. I'm sorry, I missed the y-intercept as well. So let me try again. I can plot the y-intercept. So if I go 0 and then go up 1, that'll be my y-intercept. Okay. So the 2 points, y-intercept and the 3 and negative 1/8. And then it told us that it is symmetric to the y-axis, which means there's a mirror image across the y-axis here. So this side is even, this side is even, this works good. Looks like it doesn't go through that point 3 and 1/8. So I'm looking for something that's below here. That asymptote is in the wrong spot. So first let's find the asymptote. So it looks like negative 1 and positive 1 are good, but this is not at the axis. This is not at the axis. So these two are. This one looks like it will go through the point 3 and 1/8 and the 1, 0. This one does not go through the 3 and negative 1/8 and the 0, 1. So this is going to be the best graph that goes through all those points and also has the correct asymptotes. And you get the green shape. This one says graph the functions, plot all necessary asymptotes. For vertical asymptotes, make sure there are at least 2 points on each side. All right, so we're going to graph this function. We're going to start with asymptotes. All right, so if I focus on the vertical asymptote, set the denominator equal to 0. Subtract 5, divide by 2. Negative 5 divided by 2 is going to be my vertical asymptote. When I look at for horizontal asymptote, we are looking at the degree of the numerator compared to the denominator. When the top is greater, there's none. When the bottom is greater, it's 0. There's no degree up here, it's 0, and a 1 down here. So our horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. Then what we've done is we can plug in and find points. We also found the X and Y intercept, so let's find those. It doesn't look like we're going to get a X-intercept since we have a horizontal asymptote of 0. So we could just try to find the Y-intercept by plugging in a 0. So -8, 2 times 0. It's going to give us -8 over 5. So as an ordered pair, we get X is 0 and Y is -8 over 5. So we do get a Y-intercept. So those are all the things that we can do so far. Now it also says when we graph this function for vertical asymptotes, we're going to make sure there's at least 2 points on each side. So I want to try to pick 2 points on each side of the vertical asymptote. So I'm going to pick a couple numbers to the left of what this is 2.5, and then some to the right of 2.5. So we can plug in 3, -3, and -4 if we want, and just find some values. And then we'll plug in 2 on the right. So let's say -4, -3, and then 2 values on the right. Let's just go with +1 and 2. Those would be nice to work with. So I'm going to do a little math. What we're doing is -8 over 2 times -4 plus 5. It's going to give us -8 over -8 plus 5 will give us a -3. And so that will give us negative over negative, which is a positive. So we get -4 and 8 over 3. And if I do the same thing, -8 over 2 times -3 plus 5, we get a -8, -6 plus 5, -1, and we reduce, we'll get a +8. Plugging in a 1, -8 over 2 times 1 plus 5. This will give me 7. So -8 over 7. And then when we do 2, -8 over 2 times 2 plus 5, give me a -8 over 9. Okay, so I'm going to use these values, these ordered pairs, and then plug in my asymptotes, and then we'll graph it. So we're going to say vertical asymptote x equals -5 over 2. Horizontal asymptote y equals 0. We're going to do some points. It allows you to add up to 5. So I'm going to do the y-intercept, which is going to be 0 and -8 divided by 5. And then I'm going to add another point, and we're going to do -4 and 8 divided by 3. We're going to do -3 and 8. We're going to do +1 and -8 over 7. I have one more. 2 and -8 over 9. And we're going to plot the line, and it just goes right through those ordered pairs, and we check.